Bonjour, hello. Welcome to MaxMountainWorld. Today, I've just finished up. It's Saturday. 4 weeks to go until the ski station opens up. And I've been working pretty hard. I've just done a 75-hour week. I'm knackered. So this morning I got up and I thought, well, doing those sort of hours, I'm not really able to go out during the week, or it's not practical, and just see what's going on. So Saturday morning today, weather's pretty crap, which is a good thing because it means there's less people coming up the mountain to sort of hover around like lemmings. So a quick tour around. I'll go down to, I'm in Les-Orres 1800 just now. I'll go down to Les-Orres 1650, the men's station, and I'll come back up one of the ski-pistes. Just have a little look around. There's a few things been happening, a few things still happening, and here's the video. So just down the main car park here, and there's a lot of wood hanging around, all zoned off with the red and white tape. Massive wood, finishing wood too. So I'm pretty sure I know what that's about. Let's go and have a look and see. Just as we passed by, window down, the new chairlift. The chair's been left for the weekend actually on the wire. Nice. Landscaping seems to be all finished as well. And a bit of work on this new bridge. Now I've done a couple of videos on this before, and it is seemed to be finished, but I think we're going to make it into a sort of authentic wooden bridge type thing, just to keep in keeping with the mountain stuff and whatever. Looks pretty nice. I love the rock work. And obviously a lot more wood to be going on that. I'm not sure if this grillage, as they say in French, if that's actually new or if they're reusing old stuff on that. I don't know. Anyway, let's carry on. So not just us humans preparing for winter, nature is as well, with the trees becoming all sorts of colours and becoming very, very bare, and indeed shedding all their needles. And orange roads, muddy roads, orange roads. And if I just flick up the way, you'll see we've got overhead cloud here. It has actually been snowing above there, and it's forecast for that snow line to drop down this weekend and snow down here. So again, orange bits at the side of the road there, needles. Down at the entrance to the forest here, normally you would find dozens of vehicles here. There's only a few just now, and yeah, it's a pretty murky day sort of thing. So down here where all the works are, you can see the trees that have been chopped down, logs, whatever. As usual, every tree that's taken away, 2 more are planted. That's a worldwide regulation. So we head down here to where the new lift is going in, and there's hardly anything left here. That kind of signifies we're almost finished down there as well. So that whole area there is going to become, I'm pretty sure of it, daytime parking, and that kind of takes the public, the daytime public, the weekend public away from the main stations. There's the new ticket office, and there's the new lift with its own control box. So with the new lift, there's obviously finishings and stuff. They're working on the wooden decking here over to the side here. That's the turnstiles for going in. Pretty strange place for them. Normally they're at the end where that chair on the right is. But yeah, it must be collecting people and then taking them round the bend rather than the chairs doing the bend and then collecting people. Interesting to see how that works out. Looking up from there as well, you can see all the chairs in place. Up where I was just now next to the pylons there. All the chairs installed. They've been testing this all week. I have noticed that when I've been working around the residence. I'm going to end up there. Just arriving up to the main station, and the new tourist office is looking very, very impressive. Beautiful colours of wood. I take it that'll all get stained, and all the advertisements on the fencing that keeps the public away from the works. But it's looking really, really nice. There's a lot of investment going on around all the stations, the ski stations. A lot of them are moving on. Not much ado in the station itself. Someone's taken it on himself to leave a box of something there. Don't know what it was. A few cars about. These are people working here, owners updating their properties or whatever. So not really much else happening. See a fella there just with a couple of power tools. Car park is always open off season. This little ramp straight ahead, I'm going to head up there and then we'll take to one of the pistes. As you see straight ahead, snowing up the top, but raining down here as the automatic wipers are dealing with it nicely. And the remnants of the snow that's being created, the man-made snow that's being created as well, good enough for kids to play on. Oh dear, I need a wiper. The foot of the piste, nothing really prepared yet. As I say, 4 weeks to go. So there's no real panic for getting all the loungers and chairs and things out. A few folk kicking around, photographing things, videoing things, wondering what the hell this guy in a Jaguar estate is doing on the rough. So we'll do a quick time and temperature check in a moment. Today being the 13th of November. And we'll zoom in on that, confirm the date. Temperature 4 degrees down here at 16:50, and that's the time, just after 11 in the morning. Date 4 degrees. So all the cannons are switched off just now. They require minus temperatures to work properly. The snow pistols as well. And they've left the remnants of these mounds of snow again. Good for the kids to play on when they come visiting before the season. And handy having the four-wheel drive to get up these bits, because it's getting pretty slippy and pretty muddy, and some of these snow mounds are actually across the piste I'm about to drive up. So here we have the other lift here. I'll just go over a bridge here. But yeah, a lot bigger vehicles than mine go over this, so there's no problem with that. Pretty astonishing colours here as well. Greens, oranges, browns. And I'm now on the Ski-Pistes. Little cattle grid there. They produce fencing there, electric fencing, but only temporary fencing. Permanent fencing is not allowed up in the mountains here. It's a bit of a snow thing here going on, but yeah, the car will handle that, no problem. Bit of a drift, but going back into the tracks. And you see how much the pine needles have shed onto here. Here's one of the snow pistols at the side here. This is a new one. The bar of it is black. Hopefully the camera's catching this in the right light. Quite a few of the new ones been put in. With new pistes being created, obviously they want to be creating snow as well for it, or the foundation for snow, and keeping the snow going during the season and towards the end when snow starts to get scarce in places. Another new black one being put in up here, or the black bar to the top. Maybe get some light behind it, we can see it. There it is there. Further up the piste as well, see the red fencing ready. Obviously they don't want people falling into this ravine with a river below. And I could go further up, but I don't really want to. I'd no need to. That's not what I'm doing today. You can see this snow creation at the side there as well. And again, a load of pine needles everywhere. Orange roads. This is one of the original snow pistols. You can see how much it's created. Again, controlled by a central point in the station, but also by themselves, automated at certain temperatures, below certain temperatures, where they work properly. And this is obviously not one of the coldest places. So just looking over towards the car park, and hopefully I can get this between the trees. You can see where we were just now, and all the wood that's been parked up at the side of the parking there. So I'll just quickly head on up here. The new rolling carpet, or the big one ahead of us. There's the little one as well down by the residences. Joy of driving on this orange stuff is it's so soft, so quiet. But just looking towards Les-Orres 1800 here, again the parking over to the right there, the new chairlift, we're almost under it, and the new rolling carpet, the little one ahead. That one's going to be free for the beginners, so they've got a little beginner slope at the side of it there, and all the residences and stuff. Behind here is where all the commerces are, the bars, the shops and things like that, the ski shops and whatnot. And then you can see where a lot of the snow creation, these are new obviously, with the new landscaping being done, the new snow pistols and cannons and stuff, and the rolling carpet. Let's go up and have a look at that. The takeoff point for the rolling carpet, the big one, is down by that tractor there. It's behind the immediate foreground there, and starts to appear there. As we look at part of my dashboard, and it heads up there. Now I've already been up this little bit this morning. It's pretty slippy and pretty muddy, but the four-wheel drive and the traction control deals with it. There was a little bit of slippage, but the traction control cut in and sailed me up it no problem. Here's one of the snow cannons up the side here, not been activated yet. I think this being in a shaded area next to the forest, it's not too cold enough at nights. But again, we've had a bit of a warm week, so not really much activity in snow creation quite yet. This is one of the new restaurants that's being built, and I'm told it's going to be ready for this winter, so they've got 4 weeks to get that finished. We just head up the muddy bit here, slightly losing a bit of traction, and then the car is just kind of regaining it again. Quite muddy up here. Give it a bit of beans and she's already sticking quite well. So this is the new restaurant. I must have a chat with the guy about this, see if I can do a video on it. It's pretty impressive the way it looks just now. Not too far off finished, I would assume. And again, further up the pistes, we've got the mounds of snow created by pistols, by cannons, and these will be absolutely huge by the time the first snowfall arrives and by the time they start preparing the pistes for the winter skiing. And the arrival point for the rolling carpet. You can see with the mountain across, pretty hazy clouds, low clouds, bleh. And further up, a little bit of snow. So let's head up the top here, but I'll finish up in a minute and I'll round off with a quick view check if it's possible. So again, a bit of a muddy bit here, Not too muddy though. And I'm not going through that. Got an option here. Still pretty muddy, so I'll just tick off through here nice and slowly. Another bit of snow that's been created. Mud, mud, mud. You can hear. Yeah, pretty yucky muddy. There's still been a lot of commercial vehicles passing up here. All the piste bashers, all ready to go, ready to rock. And a bit of work being going on, preparing stuff just behind the workshops here as well. You can see where they've smoothed off the landscape in there. And just head round the back. Yucky muddy, gonna have to wash the car after. And as we look round here, this is the view across to the Parc des Écrins today. Pretty hazy, pretty yucky day. And that's nature's preparation for winter. This swimming pool down here at the back of this residence, they've redone the liner on it and they've replaced it with a beautiful grey colour liner on it. Already got the water in, obviously treated, beautiful colour of blue. Good job. As we land back down here onto Main Street, and I see all the mud that's been deposited, vehicles exiting the works area from where I've just been, mud all over the road. Take it that'll be cleaned off, and they put up all sorts of barriers. The line the main road, you can see this barrier here, one that's been left. But they line the whole of this road, so there's stopping areas either side as well as we head back down to Les-Orres 1800. So that's it, quick tour and update in Les-Orres, what's happening 4 weeks before opening. And yeah, I'll roll out with the state the car's in. It's not too bad, it's only the bottom half of it. A quick rinse off for the power washer will happen. Behind me in the brown door is my new workshop. That's going to be a future video as well. So anyway, thanks very much for watching, keep subscribing, and until the next video, ciao. So unlike the dusty times, the back is fairly clean on the car, but yeah, Pop's had a bit of mud. Nothing that isn't washable, and I've not been hooning it, so it's not absolutely covered in it, but again, yeah, just needs a bit of a rinse off, wheels, tyres and the bottom half of the car as well. So I'll do that before I put it away in the garage.